Angel Reese woke up this morning. She says that she's disappointed in us.
She just need to start
she's hard.
She just need, I mean, don't listen. She can't do nothing but play basketball. Angel Reese might well just start selling. I be looking at the way she dressed. She don't want to play basketball. She want to. She got that whole spirit. And she a basketball player. Don't know about this. Don't no woman play basketball. Them boys like.
Angel Reese want to sell. Yeah, I think Angel Reese really don't want to play basketball. I think she want to sell.
Nah. She trying to look, Chuck.
She come out to
Dub, nah, I ain't gonna let you do that one.
You ain't?
She's trying to. I'm trying to have us at the WNBA All-Star.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Y'all, Charleston White is back at it again, stirring up drama like only he can. This time, he's got Angel Reese, the LSU basketball star, in his crosshairs. And let me tell you, the tea he just spilled is piping hot. Charleston claims he's got receipts on all the men Angel's been involved with, and he didn't hold back one bit. From cryptic clues to jaw-dropping accusations, he's got everybody talking. Surprise, surprise, Charleston White is at it again. And this time, he's coming for none other than Angel Reese. The man just can't stay out of controversy, but this latest mess, it's a whole new level of ridiculous. Apparently, he's out here claiming to have evidence about all the men Angel Reese has been with. Yep, you heard that right. Let's dive into the drama because, this one's wild. Okay, so here's the tea. During his appearance on the Club 520 podcast, Charleston White decided to stir the pot by making some outrageous comments about Angel Reese. And not only did he make some sus and disrespectful remarks about her as an athlete, but he also went as far as to suggest that he has receipts on her personal life. Yep, he said he's got dirt on her dating history and even hinted that he'd spill all the details.
Brought us that conversation because I think it's stupid between the better player.
I think Angel Reese want to sell. Yeah, I think Angel Reese really don't want to play basketball. I think she want to sell.
Nah. She trying to look, Chuck.
She come out too sexual.
Dub, nah, I ain't gonna let you do that one.
You ain't?
She's trying to. I'm trying to have us at the WNBA All-Star.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's your take.
Now, B.A. don't never defend the WNBA, so for him to do this, I love this.
I think she's just trying to make sure she don't look like a dude. Like she's trying to keep it like I'm
she's trying to brand outside of basketball.
Yeah, like I'm a woman. I like men.
She tapping into that whole side. She tapping into that whole side of it.
No, she not. It's so many. It's a WNBA player that look like me and you. So she's trying to make it seem like
more girly.
Yeah,
she's trying to make it more like you can still be attracted to.
You ain't got to be left-handed to play the W. Basically, what she's saying.
It's a Charleston White and the BN on the FIFA right there. Woo, she's trying to switch the narrative, bro.
I'll take that, dude.
And they dress it like this.
I'll take that. But I still think she need to do OnlyFans, like Shaq said. She need to dunk in her panties. Shaq told her that. Told her she needed to go dunk in her panties. I'm with Shaq.
Shaq didn't say that. He was out of
Shaq
pocket.
is wild for saying that.
Y'all stop.
I'm with you, Shaq. I'm with you. Some lace panties. Not no boy shorts. I'm with you, Shaq.
Charleston said not the boy shorts?
No, dunk in some panties with no bra on. Watch what them numbers do. That's how you sell tickets.
Nah, we don't need that. That's why we got Caitlin. Caitlin keeping it cool.
Okay, Caitlin keeping it cool.
You know what I mean? It's girls that look like Caitlin that are straight. She's trying to say, hey, I have a man. You know what I mean? Push that narrative.
Yeah, y'all call it. That's
Angel Reese is trying to push some appeal to the WNBA. Like we ain't all dressing like
on the road. Yeah, most sucking on the road.
What much mass majority of them are for sure.
Yeah, and they putting pressure on the ones that ain't.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That is true.
That is a fact.
Unspoken about things.
They probably suck until your hair catch on fire. Who wouldn't want their head smoking? Man, I'll make my woman quit the NBA.
Now, let's pause here for a second. First of all, why is this grown man so obsessed with Angel Reese's business? Second, where's this so-called evidence? Because from what we're seeing, this feels like another desperate attempt to drag a successful woman down. Of course, the internet went off as soon as these claims hit the airwaves. People were quick to call Charleston out for being messy, inappropriate, and downright disrespectful. I mean, Angel Reese is one of the biggest names in women's basketball right now. Why is he coming for her like this? Here's what people are saying. Angel's fans have been rallying behind her, calling Charleston's comments uncalled for and misogynistic. Many pointed out how unfair it is that successful women are constantly subjected to these kinds of attacks. Even sports analysts like Rachel DeMita weighed in, labeling Charleston's remarks as gross and inappropriate. She wasn't having it, and honestly, same. Jeff Teague, who hosted the podcast, also addressed the situation. He said they see Angel as a little sister and regret the drama caused by Charleston's comments. But honestly, letting someone like Charleston go unchecked on their platform, that's where the problem starts. As for Angel Reese, sis is staying unbothered. She hasn't directly addressed Charleston's messy claims, but she did subtly clap back by retweeting a post about supporting women in sports. Protect young women in sports! And honestly, can you blame her? Angel doesn't need to waste her time on nonsense like this. She's got championships to win and records to break. Meanwhile, Charleston is out here trying to stay relevant by dragging her name through the mud. But, we have to say, some people seem to agree with Charleston. There's a number of comments online which say things like, "He is 100% right, none wrong with what he said." And another person wrote, "He ain't wrong." She got more Instagram pictures than layups. In fact, Charleston himself doubled down on his comment and he kept going despite the backlash. He went online and said,
"I think the WNBA should be canceled. I don't believe a bunch of bull bitches is supposed to get no sponsorships. Yeah. Treat the WNBA like they used to treat the Negro League. Make them bitches play outside on the blacktop. Don't let them go to no stadium. Yeah, I hate the WNBA. Bitch, can't dunk no ball, can't none of them bitches jump from the free throw line. Yeah, I hate them WNBA. And I can't stand. And I like Caitlin Clark. I like that lily white woman. Yeah, give a no WNBA bitch. Yeah, all them doing is sucking pussy in the off season. Bull.
At the end of the day, it's up to you to decide if you think he's right or wrong. Now let's get into the so-called evidence Charleston claims to have. Well, truthfully, we haven't seen much, but there's a couple of things we could say about her love life. We've been hearing a lot of chatter about Angel Reese, especially when it comes to dating. She's definitely been keeping us in the loop. Angel Reese might be single for now, but don't think that means she's not keeping her options open. Through her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, Reese has been pretty clear about what she's looking for in a partner. First of all, if you're not an NBA player, don't even bother sliding into her DMs. Angel is looking for that tall NBA vibe. Think 6 feet 7 inches or 6 feet 8 inches. She also wants someone who gets her crazy schedule, meaning no one who's going to complain about her being busy. So, athletes, preferably basketball players, seem to be her type. But you gotta be ready to keep up. You know how social media loves to cook up some drama, and Angel's been no stranger to it. Back in July 2024, people were losing their minds when Reese and Jalen Duren started posting photos from what looked like the same seaside resort. Fans immediately thought they were an item, but by September, Angel shut it all down, confirming she was still single. And by the way, they had unfollowed each other on social media. A little while after that, Angel was spotted at an Orlando Magic game, and suddenly everyone was speculating that she was talking to one of their players. Details were scarce though, so we don't have confirmation on that one. G Herbo drama? There were also rumors swirling about Angel and G Herbo, but Reese didn't waste any time calling that one out. She made it clear on her podcast that they're just friends, no more, no less. And then we have KD. People started whispering that Angel might be seeing the NBA superstar, but Reese herself shot those rumors down. She's been pretty vocal about the fact that while she's open to love, no one should be jumping to conclusions about who she's dating.
You said you went to the men's game and the women's game, right? Yeah. So there were headlines from that game because you were courtside with Kevin Durant. They're like, oh my God, they're dating. That's not a thing, correct?
No, that was never a thing. I don't even know how that even became a thing because I sat next to somebody. My friend was sitting next to Steph. So I don't.
Who's married? So they're not dating.
I don't even get that. Like, so people always, I don't know where that even came from. KD has literally been my favorite player since I was literally a kid and is still my favorite player.
Because he's from the DMV?
Yeah, he's from the DMV. I love his mom. She comes out and supports the games. So yeah, that was dead. I don't even know where that even
not
came
dating.
From. Yeah.
Because if we see you with someone, we're gonna assume you're not dating them.
Most, like 95% of the time. Let me say 98.
98?
95. I'm gonna say 95.
95.
Okay. Over 5 though, could be.
Angel's not just out here for any relationship, she's looking for something real. On her podcast, she's been honest about how she views love. She's all about finding someone who can understand her and give her that quality time. Angel also openly talked about wanting to get married one day and find the right partner who can handle her busy life.
Fire prediction. Hey.
And let's not forget that Snapchat filter that jokingly predicted she'd get married in 2025. Angel thought that was hilarious. Still, it's clear she's got her sights set on love, just on her own terms. But here's the thing, this isn't just about Angel Reese. Charleston White has a thing for controversy. Love him or hate him, this dude is hard to ignore. One thing is for sure, this man knows how to stay in the spotlight.
Look, I'm from the shot, right? That little shit you said about King Von? Nah, I already know where you at right now. So I need you to apologize right now. I'm finna come around that corner. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds, 10 seconds. Yeah. You scared now? Don't look.
1.
I'm gonna give you 10 seconds.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. King Von all over again.
Okay. I'm glad you feel that way. Okay. I'm glad you feel that way.
1,
Now check this out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. King Von mama all over again.
All right, so let's dive into Charleston White. Whether you love him, hate him, or just find yourself caught up in the chaos, you can't deny the man knows how to get people talking. Like, he's always out here saying the wildest things, grabbing headlines left and right. But here's the kicker. Behind all that loudmouth energy and controversial takes, there's actually a message he's trying to get across. Now, don't get it twisted. Charleston's delivery? Yeah, it's a lot. He's brash, in your face, and definitely not worried about being polite. And because of that, most people only see the drama and miss the deeper stuff he's trying to bring up. The thing is, Charleston says he's out here for a reason. He claims he's trying to call out the problems holding back the Black community, stuff like gang violence, systemic racism, and exploitation. But the way he goes about it? Whew, it's divisive, to say the least. Like, you want to agree with the message, but the antics, they make it hard to take him seriously. Here's the deal. Charleston didn't just stumble into the spotlight by accident. Nah, he planned this. He's built his whole platform on mixing real advocacy with over-the-top, jaw-dropping statements. On one hand, he's out here calling for accountability and trying to uplift Black neighborhoods. On the other hand, he's making jokes about the dead and stirring up mess just to keep his name trending. But let's not forget that some of what he's saying does come from a real place. Like, he's been through it. He's lost friends and family to gun violence, so he's got firsthand experience with the kind of pain these issues cause. And when it comes to talking about gun violence in the Black community, he's not just pointing fingers, he's calling for change. Take his comments about rappers, for example. He's been super vocal about how a lot of them glorify gun violence in their music. According to Charleston, this kind of messaging just keeps the cycle of destruction going. Remember when he went off about King Von after his death? Sure, his words were harsh, and let's be real, disrespectful. But his point was that yet another young Black man's life was cut short because of senseless violence. In interviews, Charleston has said things like, "I want to see Black kids make it out the hood, not die in it." And you can feel that frustration coming through. He's tired of watching young lives being wasted, and even though his delivery is messy, you can tell it comes from a place of pain. Charleston doesn't hold back when it comes to the entertainment industry either. He's always talking about how some artists profit from glorifying toxic behaviors but don't actually give back to the communities they came from. And honestly, he's got a point there. He's called out rappers who brag about being from the streets but don't use their platform to uplift the youth. One of his big quotes is, "If you're making millions off talking about the hood, you better be putting some of that money back into it." Like, how do you claim to represent your people but leave them struggling while you're living the high life? Of course, some people think Charleston's just chasing clout with comments like that. But others recognize that he's tapping into a real issue, the disconnect between wealth and responsibility in the music industry. And it's not just about the rappers themselves. Charleston also takes aim at how society glamorizes criminal lifestyles while ignoring the people left behind, the victims, the grieving families, the ones who never get their stories told. That's why he's speaking on people such as Angel. Take the whole YSL, Woody, and Young Thug situation. Charleston's criticism of Young Thug wasn't just about stirring up drama. It was about pointing out how gang activity leaves so many people hurting, from the victims to the perpetrators themselves. Charleston believes a lot of these guys could turn their lives around if given the chance, but the cycle of violence keeps pulling them under. Now let's talk about his latest controversy, Angel Reese. If you don't know her, she's this LSU basketball star who's been making waves on and off the court. Recently, she joked on her podcast about wanting to date a tall NBA player who gets her lifestyle. Totally harmless, right? Well, leave it to Charleston to turn that into a whole thing. He jumped in with some over-the-top comments about Angel's personal life, dragging her name into yet another unnecessary debate. Most people rolled their eyes and brushed it off as Charleston being Charleston, but here's the thing, there's a deeper layer to what he was saying. Charleston's always talking about how public figures, especially black athletes and influencers, need to be careful about how they represent themselves. He wants to see them setting higher standards and being role models for the next generation. But let's keep it real. Charleston's delivery is a mess. Instead of constructive criticism, he went full drama mode, exaggerating rumors about Angel and NBA player Jalen Duren. What could have been a simple conversation about representation turned into yet another headline-grabbing stunt. Still, if you look past the noise, there's a point buried in there. Athletes and public figures hold a lot of influence, and with that comes responsibility. Charleston seems to believe that if you've got the platform, you should be using it to uplift, not just entertain. At the end of the day, Charleston White's whole thing is about protecting black culture. He's constantly speaking out against media narratives that he feels exploit or degrade the community. Whether he's going after rappers, influencers, or athletes, his goal, at least according to him, is to spark conversations about how black excellence is portrayed. But here's the million-dollar question. Is Charleston White really about the cause, or is he just out here chasing clout? Honestly, it feels like a mix of both. On one hand, his passion for justice and community improvement is clear. He's not afraid to tackle tough topics and say the things most people won't. But on the other hand, his antics and attention-seeking behavior often drown out his message. If Charleston really wants to make a difference, he might need to rethink how he's delivering his points. Calling out problems is one thing, but finding solutions and building bridges, that's a whole different game. And as for his comments on Angel Reese, whether you see them as valid criticism or just unnecessary drama, one thing's for sure. Charleston White knows how to keep his name in the conversation. Love him or hate him, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. What do you think about his Angel Reese comments, and do you think he's right this time around? Let us know about it down below. Make sure to stick around for the next video too.